100 years ago, an old shoemaker was worried. He didn't have enough money to pay his landlord, and he couldn't afford to buy food. He was a very good shoemaker, but he was old and his fingers were tired. He couldn't make enough shoes anymore. One day, he realized that he only had one pair of shoes left in his shop. The old shoemaker was a kind man and didn't like to see people suffer. On that day, he saw a frail old lady staggering through the snow with bare feet. He rushed outside and gave her his final pair of shoes. Now he had no shoes and no money. Luckily, he just had enough leather left to make one more pair. It was soon nearly his bedtime. He had cut the leather ready for the next day, and he laid it down on the table. Throughout the night, he heard scuttling and rustling noises coming from the workshop. He assumed it was rats and went back to sleep. In the morning, the leather had been turned into a bright new pair of shoes. These shoes were so good that the man sold them twice as much as he normally would. He used the money to buy a little bit of food and some more leather. This time he had enough to make 2 pairs of shoes. During the night, he heard the same scuttling and rustling sound. When he woke up, there were 2 pairs of shiny new shoes. He sold the shoes and bought more food and more leather. That night, the old man decided to stay awake and see what happened. He was delighted when he saw a group of 3 small elves scrambled down the chimney. They didn't notice him in the corner. Silently, they took the leather and set to work. It didn't take long before 3 pairs of new shoes and a pair of stoned new boots were sat on the table. The old shoemaker crept to bed and woke his wife. He explained what he had seen, and they both decided to make the elves a new set of clothes. They walked all through the next day and left clothes next to another sheet of leather. Unfortunately, if you give elves clothes, then you set them free. When they awoke the next morning, the clothes were gone and the leather hadn't been touched. They never saw the elves again.